There is power in the land, a timeless force that is alive and conscious, pulsing through nature. It can be felt deep in the forests, in the wind that whispers through the trees, the beauty of the full moon, or the majesty of the sea. In nature, there's a living consciousness that lies just beyond the awareness of most people. This essence, opening as it does to different realms, and the spirits alive within these, forms the basis of certain magical arts. We call these arts the Willow Path, a blend of techniques which put one in direct contact with the forces and otherworld beings inherent in nature, beings alive in multiple worlds that cross over and intertwine with our own. And like the osiers of a willow that can be bent and shaped, these occult systems can be used to bend reality in accord with one's will.
Hello, my name is Kerry Wisner. I'm the author of the book, The Willow Path. This was a term used by one of my first teachers to describe the form of traditional witchcraft which she practiced. Hers was a unique system, with roots reaching to the Basque region of Europe. For her and her family, the hearth of the home was central to their practices. To my knowledge, I was one of her last students before her passing. And in the years that followed, I continued to train in a number of other disciplines within Western occult and Hermetic circles. This book represents a culmination of a lifetime of practical application, blending these into cohesive magical discipline. Yet to be clear, the overall structure, the overall foundation of this system rests firmly in the natural, animistic teachings of traditional witchcraft. These are techniques that are not only meant to enable one to experience other worlds for themselves, but also to shape physical reality to meet one's needs. In other words, to perform practical magic.
The Willow Path was written for the serious practitioner of the art, providing a comprehensive system of natural magical practice. In this, I discuss the history and structure of this system of magic, including essential core concepts of the art, specific systems, titles, and roles held by individuals within traditional witchcraft, an in-depth examination of solar and lunar tides of power and how these are used in the art. The book also explores the role of two different, unique numerological systems that stem from a single ancient source. Likewise, the use of color, as well as elemental and planetary influences across the spectrum of Hermetics and ancient Egyptian teachings is presented, as is the history, preparation, and use of many of the tools of the art, including the cauldron, the fay, the spirit gad, the besom, the hearth, the black hilt knife, the goblet, and many others. In addition, an in-depth discussion on the tradition of familiar spirits, including the preparation of the all-rune root as a partner in the art, is explained. Beyond this, the book describes the stang, or the witch's staff, as the world tree, reaching through the many realms within Celtic traditional thought and occult practice. These include the Annwn, Abred, Gwenfed, and Carwadir. In this discussion, a clear distinction is made between this more naturalistic view of reality and that described by contemporary Kabbalistic systems. All of the information is clearly documented, with more than 200 footnotes from over 100 sources, many of which are academic texts. Teachings that were given to me through oral traditions are also clearly presented. The Willow Path is an introduction to a system of the art that enables one to experience other worlds and dimensions, to commune with spirits and forces as alive as you or I, and to reach a richer understanding of reality. Perhaps an ancient Egyptian text, ascribed to the goddess Hathor, expresses this well. In this, the goddess states, "Come, take my hand, rise as a falcon, that you may be as the gods." It is in this spirit that we present the Willow Path.
3 worlds encircle the one. plough, tree, and golden sun. The lady calls from Carwadir, cauldron deep and pool clear. 4 treasures hide in the keep, 4 realms the wise do seek. We call the ancient ones, we honor them still, in grove, in glen, on sacred hill. So sing the songs and walk the maze, the great stag bounds through moonlit haze. Care and Kerry are in us found, in the 3 worlds we are bound.